Hello, all of you Vainglorious, you wonderful people, and welcome back to Cities Skylines, where we are back in our little lovely town of Cannes, because we can make a city. So two things we're going to do today is fix some traffic, because it is down to 73%, and, well, I should have stayed in that screen, honestly. We've got a few areas, especially over here in industry, that are struggling quite a bit. These guys are backing up to turn left here. That should be a pretty easy fix. And then these guys are backing up coming into the industry area. Again, something that should be a fairly simple fix. I just have to implement it. And then we've got a few hotspots over here. But one of the things that I forgot when I was rebuilding all this is there was unique building that I wanted to incorporate into this area over here and then totally forgot about it. I just totally forgot about it. So I'm going to try to find a way to work this in here. It helps nearby commercial buildings, so I think like somewhere over here would be the best place for it, but it's rather large, as you can see. It's the old Market Street, and it increases tax income of nearby commercial by 5%. But the thing is just monstrously huge. What I'm thinking is I put it in like right behind these guys because it just has like a walking path on it. But I put it in behind these guys here, and then I can redo the streets. Actually, I wouldn't even need to redo the streets. It looks like it just fits there, doesn't it? Yeah, but space is already occupied by the street behind it. I would lose that street. Grr. I guess I could always bring a street up this way. That would probably work. The only other option is to... That's a weird little street. Is to put it over here, but then I would have to bulldoze this whole area and completely rework it. Here I've already got some blank space from where I don't have a street that goes all the way over that way. So I think that's the place to put it. So let's do this and see what we can come up with here for this park. I'm pretty sure this should fit now. Yeah. I want it right against the street, because then it is right against there. The only thing is it is going to create a bit of pedestrian traffic crossing right here. What I could probably do is turn off these crossings so they're only crossing in one spot. Like, I should be able to... I can't turn those off. I can only add them. Okay. And now I can't take them back out. Excuse me. Oh, I can take them back out. So can I take those out? No, I can't take that one out. So what I'll have to do here is manually say no pedestrians. You can cross there, but not there. And then same thing right here. I don't know why we have so many intersections just right on top of one another. So this is where I want you to cross, not here. So that's fine, but this isn't. So they can go across right there. And then that fills up this space a lot better. It really ties in to the look of this area quite well, I think. I kind of dig it. And then what I can do is bring my pedestrian path back down this way and join into here, because this is a pedestrian only type thing. It's not cars. So I need to get a street into here, which is easy. Just like right here. It's going to knock down a couple of buildings. We just need to... Actually... Yeah, we need to get these guys connected up here. So I'm going to demolish a little farther back so I can see where it needs to go. Right there, and then right there. We had a different street back here, apparently. No, we didn't. That's the same street. So there, that'll get those guys in there for their houses. We'll fill that back in. We'll go ahead and put that there. And then we'll bring a pedestrian path. Oh, if I can remember how to work the game. Streamed this game for 4 hours last night, Brandon. You would think you would know. No, the planet is not already occupied. Just shut up. Alright, what I need to do is turn snapping off so that I can get this in where I want it. Which is right here. And it's going to want to bitch and say space already occupied. It'll go to about there without space being occupied. So is there any way I can draw this in? There is. Just like that. And we'll make that look a little prettier in just a minute. This end is already connected. Wonder if I should go ahead and connect it up this way as well. I think I should. Yeah, that way they can come out of that park, back in and around, and walk all the way back here. Cool, 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 cool. I like it. I think it's a cool looking area. Having a little blank area here, but I guess we can just like throw some trees in or something. I don't know. I wish they could zone along paths. It would make a lot of sense if they could, but whatever. Now let's just make this look a little better. Move this up here. Move this over some and move this over some. I wish it kind of covered that whole area, but it doesn't, so wishing one hand shit in the other. Is that how that goes? I think it is. So they'll rebuild there. That area is just going to stay blank, and that will take care of that. So now, before I unpause, I'm going to go fix my traffic as best I can here. I can't. Can I not stay in that and use the thing? I can stay in there and use Traffic Manager. I guess not. So, what I need to do is basically give them some dedicated turn lanes. That is going to be what solves a lot of this problem. Like here, you can see they can go straight on or left in that. What we need to do is get rid of the straight on. Make that just dedicated left. That way, anybody wanting to go straight will use this outside lane. And then everybody wanting to turn left will use an inside lane, which they might all want to be turning left. No, we got a lot that are wanting to carry on. So, and then we've got lane switching. What I could do is kill lane switching down all of this so that they have to choose their lane here. I also want to make this roundabout work properly. You want 2 going straight and only 1 turning off. For the most part, there are some exceptions to that rule. For the most part, that's what you want. So you can go into either lane from this lane. And let's make sure that they know that. So you can go... Come here. I have to pause to be able to click it here. There we go. You can go there or there. Either one is fine. And then these guys can go wherever they need to go. So go in either lane, but choose it wisely. Don't do this stupid last-minute lane switching thing. They're going to do the last-minute lane switching thing, aren't they? No, choose your lane. Choose your lane. Alright then, we're just going to force them to choose a lane. Is it Shift S? Yes, it's Shift S. This should encourage them to choose their lane at the roundabout. Should. Yeah, he wants to go straight, so he got in the right lane. Anybody, he wanted to park there. Anybody who wants to go left will stay in the outside lane. And then this should just start flowing. Because we've got that dedicated lane. Let's make sure, yep, that's all set for them to just go through. I don't know what they're stopping for, honestly. Is there oh, there's a traffic light here. Why is there a traffic light here? No, just go. Instead, what we need is for these guys to yield. There we go. Now that should just all keep flowing. Everybody who wants to go straight can go straight. Everybody who wants to turn left can turn left. And you can see there's bad traffic out here because we had all these buildings that burned down. Why they haven't bulldozed automatically, I don't really know. I've got that mod installed. Is it not doing its thing? Should be. Alright, so that's the first bit of really bad traffic that we have. It's going to be heavy traffic because there's a lot of industry right here. I mean, it just is. Industry always has a lot of trucks in and out. And there's really nothing you can do about that other than come in and manage the traffic. Which, now up here, we've got a lot of people wanting to turn left, and what that's doing is preventing anybody who wants to go straight on from being able to go straight on. We also have people coming down here wanting to turn both left and right. This is just a 2-lane road. So I can upgrade that in place. I have a really narrow 4-lane road that is the same width as that 2-lane. So if I come in here and do this and upgrade this, then what I can do is come back in and basically do the same idea and make it so that we have a dedicated turn lane. I've already done that in a few places throughout the industry area, and it's already made a fairly big difference. Obviously, that's going to be left, right on. Like here, this was, I mean, it's still bad, but it was really bad when I first started. It was just not working at all. Let's make sure these guys here know that they can choose their lane. They can. So why are they just going to that lane? Are they all wanting to go straight? It's a lot of traffic wanting to go straight. I think having buildings right here is causing problems. To see this happens, where you get a truck that it just gets confused. I need to find a way to get another entrance and exit out of here, but this is so steep. I mean, I could work a highway interchange into here, but then I would want a roundabout. I could probably incorporate a roundabout here if I could get the highway interchange to come right here. Let's see what that would look like, because that might not be a bad idea if we can get a really small junction here, like something like, oh, that's huge. Oh, this would work. This would work, actually. That would give me enough room to get them off the highway. Well, another roundabout would come out to, like, right where that is. So that would not be much space for them to choose their lane. And we could move the highway back a little bit. I mean, that's totally doable. We can move the highway to, like, here. And then we just have to kind of redo down there at that other end. Yeah, okay, we're gonna do it. We're gonna shred this all the way through here. All the way up to there, all the way up to there. And same thing here. We're gonna shred all of this, because we're gonna have to redo the curve now. So we are gonna throw this guy in just like basically as far back as realistically possible here. It's going to be at a little bit of an angle, but that's all right. And then right about like there, maybe a little farther back. Where can I get away with it? All right, there's slope steep. Okay. Steeper angle yet. There we go. I think I can live with that, and then I can just kind of curve the highway back up this way. Over here, it's not going to be a big deal. I also need 3-lane highway. And then I have to do a little maintenance on this thing, because it's not quite what I want, honestly. 3-lane highway, 3-lane highway. There it is. That is a 3-lane. Yes. So then we want to... What's going on? Why? Oh, yeah. That's what's going on. I also somehow turned that node snapping off. Don't know how. So I want to bring you up like that. And do the same thing here. Like that. And then flip that around. Done. And then this guy is going to be a little more complicated, because it's not just a one and done type thing. So let's see how I want to do this. I want it to come about halfway, and then that might help, actually, that's there. No, that doesn't help that that's there. I mean, I can use it as a reference point, but it doesn't quite get me where I need to go. And then over like that. Yeah, that works. So then we'll do the same thing here. Where did that curve go? What was that curve based on earlier? This guy? It doesn't really look like it because it's not curving the same, is it? Yeah, it needs to be back to this straight, like right here. Yeah, there we go. There it is. And then this one over. Perfect. And then I used to not be able to do that. Get like the curves to match on the highways. It's one of those things you definitely have to experiment with and kind of improve upon. Okay, so this, I don't want this to be all this 3-lane nonsense. It just doesn't need to be. Like, this can just be 1 lane. Right here, same for this, except it says space already occupied. So I need to adjust that. That can all just be 1 lane. Oh, now you're going to let me. Okay, cool. And then this down here needs to become 2 lane. Whoops. Just undid some of my stuff above. That's fine. We put it back. There we go. And then this just needs to be 2 lane as well. Like that. Oh, I made it 1 lane. You saw nothing. There we go. So that gets that all in place. And should hopefully help alleviate some of the traffic coming here. So now I need to come up here with my roundabout builder. And I want a 3-lane highway. And I want to just throw a roundabout in right here. Some of those buildings will have to go. That's just what happens when you are making progress. And then I want to bring these roads in off of one of these. Let's just get you down to the ground if we can, please. An angle in, angle over there. Okay, turn snapping back off again. So I'm going to bring that like right here as I get a text message from my buddy Rocket. I will check in with him later. Oh, that's still on the ground. Why are you still on the ground? You're not supposed to be on the ground. Alright, try this again. Are we forcing you to build in the air? No. Well, then we're going to say force you to be on the ground. How about that? So, right, like... Not like that, not like that. Okay, so... Right... About... Right about there works for me. And then what I'll do is switch back to the highway lanes here. And we just bring it in like so. And then that one curves, which is fine. Because I actually do want a bit of a curve in there. But what I want to do is turn snapping on and make this one set curve here. If it'll let me. I don't think it's going to let me. Should. This is pretty much in the middle here. Oh, come on. Don't make this ugly. Turn snapping back off. Okay, I've screwed it up. Delete, 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 delete. Try again. So you go there. You go there. But I wish I could do it without the curve. But that's fine. We will fix the curve, hopefully. Why won't you let me flip that around? Believe me, you're going to let me flip that around. There you go. Anarchy to the rescue. Anarchy mod is what I'm talking about, in case you don't know. So I can bring this over. And this over. See, that's fine. I don't mind that so much. But this one doesn't want to line up. That has a nasty slope that I need to really do something about. What I could do is actually just have this elevated all the way out and have these come off farther. I think I might do that. In fact, yes, let's do that. Let's just make this whole damn thing a bridge. Alright, you go away. So then I need to come in here and gotta move it. I need to upgrade all of this to be bridges and this as well. Is that the road I'm using? No, this is the road I'm using. Yeah. There, and then what I can do is to make this not so hideous is come back here and move it and say from here to here, to there, and wherever your next node is. To there is just a gentle slope. One gentle slope. This is probably going to be the high point. Oh, that still looks terrible. Maybe it'll look better once we fix this. Hopefully. That's up really high, though, isn't it? It really is. And then we do the same thing, but instead of this side... Actually, now we can just say this aligned to the height of that. This aligned to the height of that. This aligned to the height of that. And then that should get all of that the same height. Yep, it does. And then to get rid of this nightmare, we'll just come in here and attach our own manual ramp. And we'll come a little farther back this time, I think. Like, no, I don't want this to be elevated now. I want it to be whatever you want it to be. Let's try to go that same spot, but farther back on the highway. Maybe not. Okay, that works. And then about the same length this side. There we go. And then just flip this one around. Does this look ridiculous? Kind of. I'm almost thinking I need to just make this whole thing a slope, because I think that's what looks so ridiculous about it, is that it dips down and then comes back up. So, what is the height difference here? Let's find out. So I want to make you be the same height as, like, right there. And then we'll bring this side up too. So you, and you be the same height as right there. Ooh, that's a really tall bridge. Clearly I clicked on the wrong one. So I'm okay with it coming down right there. Yeah, let's undo that. I'm okay with it coming down here, and then I want all of this to be the same height. Yeah, so I want it to be the same height as this one. Okay. So you, and you, and you, and you, and you. All be the same height as that. They say they are. Clearly not true. Clearly not true. Did I have that one selected still? Okay, I did. You. Oh, there's one there. I didn't realize that. And you all become the same height as that. Yeah, that makes it look a little better, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. I'm more pleased with that. Okay, so then I need to just do a little bit of surgery over here to fix our highway so that we still have the 2 lanes where it needs to be. And then they can go in and out this way. This is still a little funky right here, but I think I can live with it. What I cannot live with is this right here. No left-hand turns there. You are straight on. You are a highway entrance ramp, nothing more. So they can't cross over. That's dedicated turn lane. Can I straighten this up anyway so that that is somewhat better lined up? Just want to get him to curve out, but he doesn't want to. And he just doesn't want to. He's just like, no, I'm okay with not being a curve. So then what if I bring this one in and straighten him up? No. Those are my 2 choices. Is hideous and hideous. So can I make this side kind of angle off like that? So you make a nice, beautiful curve. Why can't you? Why can't you be more like your brother? Oh. It's because of where this connects, isn't it? Let's redo this. It's 2 lane. No, it's not. There you go. That's a little better. Only a little. It's because it comes out at that weird angle, I think. So there, they come down just a little bit, and then they have another way in and out of here. And that might help quite a bit with the traffic. And then I need to do, let's see what we can unpause, by the way. We need to do just a little maintenance on the roundabout, because it won't be configured properly, probably. Probably. Whew, say that 3 times fast. Yeah, it's not. We want all these to be straight ons. And then our yield, so yeah, see this now set up. And then our straight throughs, you go straight through. You don't. You don't. Did I click the wrong one over here? No, I did not. Okay. There. And then that should help some of this traffic flow. This might be a little close to the roundabout. Hard to say. Why are you not going in? You were just yielding. Okay. And hopefully that'll redirect a lot of that traffic off of there onto here. And they can more dynamically choose where they want to go. Let's speed time up and see how that works. Okay, so it definitely helped traffic down here. We've got a little bit of an issue here that shouldn't be too hard to fix. Basically, they're having problems getting on here. So what we want to do is say you go to that lane, you go to that lane, and then do your lane switching down here, please. Just let that flow. So, yeah, there we go. You can do your lane switching there, but not right there, because that on-ramp's just a little too short for that. Could make it longer if this continues being an issue. But what I've introduced now is this gridlock. And it's pretty much because people are wanting to turn left, and they cannot. And so, what I need to do is basically just get rid of lefts right here. And so this is just now all straight on. That's all you can do is just go straight on there. That should help a little bit. I might even put this down to like an asymmetrical road to where we have 3 lanes on this side, 2 on this side right here. So these people turning left have a dedicated left lane that they can go into. But it looks like just getting rid of the lefts has cleared that up. A little bit of a problem here because so many of these guys are wanting to turn left as soon as they go in. I also want to get rid of that lane there. I want them to only turn right out of that lane. Same thing here. I want this to be a dedicated lane right here to turn right. So that way these guys can get out of here easier. So yeah, still a little bit of backing up here. Still a little bit of backing up here. That's all cleared up nicely. Getting rid of the lefts means I am going to have a lot of traffic coming down here to come down to the roundabout and come back out. Looks like we've got maybe a little struggle to get our people out left here. I might need to put a traffic light in here. I try to avoid traffic lights, but it looks like I need one. And since we don't have all of our industrial traffic coming in now this way, I don't think that would really hurt things. So we're going to give it a quick try and see what happens. See if we can't just get that to flow through just a traffic light. Normally you want to avoid traffic lights, but sometimes you need them. There's some intersections that just control better with, yeah, see, that's already getting that all straightened out. These guys are still able to get out. That's because that backs up, but then once they get a green light, that clears enough that those guys should be able to get out there. Maybe not. I don't want to do another traffic light. What I do want to do, though, is give them the chance to not have to worry about traffic coming off there. I thought I had done this already, gone through and made dedicated lanes everywhere. Well, if not, we need to. Everything should be a dedicated lane either direction. So if you're going straight, you're in the correct lane. And if you're turning, you're in the correct lane. Like this, that needs to not be straight. That needs to be right only. And then trace it back down this way. Got one here. That's a little bit of a problem. As well as there. Oh, nope, I'm sorry. There you go. Did I do that right? Yes, I did. And then trace it all the way back down around here where you can only go those 2 directions. And that should help the traffic flow a bit. So yeah, this is still backing up a little bit, so I may just move this ramp a little further down just to give them room to absorb that. So I don't want it blocking the highway, though I doubt that it will because they're smart enough to get in the right lane. And then this, we just want to take a look at and see if we can't get this flowing a little bit better. See where all these cars are going to go, wanting to go. But we'll do that in the next video. So until then, I'm Brandon, reminding you to stay vainglorious.